Hi, Ononneobazi. Ononneobazi here. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. So let's just wait a couple of minutes for a few people to join and the moderator to come up.
Okay.
Hi, Ononne. Hi, welcome back. And hi, everybody. So, while we wait for Ifeanyi is having issues joining in, um, but I think he'll be joining us shortly. So, we have here with us Ononneobazi Aquah. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I just hope I pronounced your name correctly again. Always struggling with that. But anyways, she's going to be we're going to be interviewing her today. She's our guest on today's live event, and she'll be showing us or telling us how to go into cybersecurity the easy way, right? Sorry if I is not connected, but he's trying to join in. Uh, yeah, but so our guest today is a cybersecurity and cloud expert, cloud computing expert. I think I'll just give her the um, let me allow her introduce herself because if I'm going to do that, I'm not going to be doing it properly because she's actually a guru in her field and I believe she's actually in the best position to introduce herself. But she'll be taking the honors of that, please. And then please, you can introduce yourself.
Thank you very much to be. Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Ononneobazi Aquah. I am a cybersecurity and cloud computing developer. And I have a few years experience, roughly 2 years experience in the field. And I'm passionate about teaching
I think you may need
cybersecurity.
to like move closer to your mic. We can't really hear you.
Okay, can you hear me? Is it better now?
Sort of still faded, but yeah, I think it's fair.
Okay. So I said, my name is Ononneobazi Aquah. I am a cybersecurity and cloud computing veteran. I have 2 years experience in the two fields. I am passionate about cybersecurity teaching. I teach cybersecurity. I enjoy it a lot. And I'm also a cybersecurity and cloud speaker. So it's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Okay, she doesn't want to tell us too much, so um, would just take that. So Ifeanyi is here with us now. Ifeanyi is our moderator for today. Ifeanyi, welcome. Finally, hi Ifeanyi, are you there?
Hello, hello.
Hi,
Okay.
welcome.
Uh, Good afternoon, good evening, good evening. I am sorry about this. Oh my God. I prepared earlier for this, but as in I was using my computer some minutes ago and suddenly started hanging. I had to switch it off and reboot it again and what the hell that comes with it. I'm so sorry. I sincerely apologize. Uh,
You're a tech
uh,
bro.
our
You need
expert
a
is
better computer.
here. Yes, I'll do that. I'm so sorry. I sincerely apologize.
That's fine
And
now.
thank you so much, Toby, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You started the process already. I am still booting my computer and we'll continue the process. But for now, you have introduced yourself. We have an amazing teacher here. She's been teaching for some time and she's been in the tech space for a very long time. So today she is going to take us through the process we need to transition fully into the cybersecurity space. And I believe that if you are here, you are going to learn a lot. You are going to go home full. You're going to gain massively from her expertise, and I promise you, it will be an exhilarating experience. So sit back, listen to her as we go through this process today, and I believe you will not regret it for any reason. So, Lisma, are you ready? Should we start off immediately?
Yes, sure, we can go ahead, we can proceed.
Oh, I think we lost Ifeanyi there. That must be a network problem.
Yes.
Okay,
Nah, I've been kicked off again.
sorry.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. So sorry for that. So sorry about that. Okay, so are we ready to kick start this?
Yes, we're ready. I'm ready.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. And we start off with a very few questions, and we are here to learn more about cybersecurity. A lot of us do not know what cybersecurity is. In fact, I posted this on my channel, and someone was like, "What exactly is cybersecurity?" So I think it is best we hear it from you, who is an expert and who has been in this space for a very long time. So, what exactly is cybersecurity? Oh, we're talking about cybersecurity. What exactly are we referring to?
Okay. Thank you very much. Cybersecurity, simply put, I'm not going to add too many technical terms. Cybersecurity is simply protecting your computer, your networks infrastructure from cyber criminals.
Wow, wow. It seems very simple, but I know there's a whole lot more to it. There'll be the complex aspect of it as well. But you made it look so simple, like it's just protecting your digital information and all that. So we'll get to learn more as we progress. Now, okay, what else? So what inspired you to choose this career in cybersecurity? And what aspects of this field do you find most exciting? What part of it do you find most exciting?
Okay, thank you very much for that. So I'm going to share a very brief story to answer the question on
Okay.
what made me interested in. So I remember when my elder brother came back from work because he works like in a different state from the family. And he came back and he was like, okay, Onone, have you heard of two-factor authentication? And I was like, no, I haven't. He now said, okay, so that's why you're just randomly browsing the internet. What do you mean by that? And then he says, nothing, there's no problem. But you want to venture into computer science, and I know that you're interested in programming, but you should you should explore cybersecurity. So that was what he told me. And at the time, I was confused. He told me he talked about two-factor authentication, and there I was not knowing what it was. And then when I did my research on it, I learned about it, and I figured out that without two-factor authentication, there's a lot that you stand to lose without having two-factor authentication. So I don't know, probably with time, those people who want to learn cybersecurity afterwards would know what exactly two-factor authentication is and how it can help you guys. So I'm going to leave that suspense there. But it's the my interest started from there when I wanted to know more about two-factor authentication. And then when I saw the opportunity to learn cybersecurity from Cybergirls fellowship program, I took it. Then sorry, can you repeat the second question? Okay, don't worry. I think I remember. Yes, so the aspect of cybersecurity that I'm really interested in, um
Yes, yes, exactly.
yes, cybersecurity is broad, but I really enjoy cybersecurity awareness, and some people call it cybersecurity essentials, where you are taught the basics in cybersecurity. You learn things like phishing, learn things about malware, social engineering, safe keeping your digital identity safe and all that. And then I'm also very fond of threat intelligence.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much for that. Have then one more thing, please, those in the comment section, as we are going through this. Eh, As we are going through this interview, please drop your questions there. If you have any questions at all, please do well to drop it there and we'll have it answered as soon as we can. Okay, sir. The next one is, could you tell us your journey in cybersecurity and the valuable experience you've gained along the way? What experience have you gained so far from the start of the journey up to this particular moment? What experiences have you gained so far?
Okay, thank you very much for that. Um, my journey, I already shared how exactly I started, and
Yes, yes, you
I
did.
joined, yeah, and I joined the Cybergirls fellowship program. Yeah, so during the program, the experiences I gained. So at first, I did not know a lot about teamwork. I just knew a little thing about teamwork. But that's one thing that cybersecurity does for you when you join cybersecurity. Besides the technical aspect, you start to gain a lot of soft skills. So I had a lot of experience. I was I was taking through a lot of soft skills. I learned how to work in teams. I learned how to, leadership skills. My I sharpened my research skills, and then besides that, the experiences I've gained technically in cybersecurity is I've gained a lot. I've gained a lot. I finished from Cyber Girls Fellowship Program. I worked 3 months for an organization, and think my most current achievement and experience that I've had through cybersecurity is that I'm a Microsoft Student Learn Ambassador. So I gain a lot of things from there. Still more on teamwork, still more from technical aspects and all that. All those aspects.
Okay, thank you so much. So, which means it's not just about learning cybersecurity. There are also other soft skills that you have to attach to it. Problem solving, being a team leader, teamwork, and all that. All this makes you a better cybersecurity as expert because you have to learn to work with people. Exactly. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for that. And the next thing is have you ever had the opportunity to mentor or teach others about cybersecurity? Have you done that? And if so, what did you find most rewarding about that experience? Have you had the time to mentor or teach people about cybersecurity?
Okay, thank you very much for that. So, when I was introducing myself, I mentioned that I'm passionate about teaching cybersecurity. So yes, I have experience in mentoring and teaching. And one thing that makes me very happy when I do that is seeing that the people I am teaching or mentoring actually learn from it. They learn and then they gain something valuable. That moment where I don't know how many people are listening to this who have actually taught people or who have actually had to guide someone through, and then at the end of the day they get it. So that joy, that happiness that comes with it, I
Yes,
feel
yes.
yeah, anytime they get it. So, yeah,
Wow, exactly. Being a teacher, if you have any other skill, being a teacher, someone who is passionate about teaching people, it's easier for you to blend in that passion into whatever skill you have, whether soft or technical skill. So, being a cybersecurity expert and also being someone who's passionate about teaching, it will be way easier for you to be able to teach and mentor people since it's something that comes so easy for you. So yes, thank you so much for that, Anne. And then the next one is the text space. It's something that evolves. The way it was in 2000, it's not the same way it is now. Now it's always evolving. So I want to know, how do you keep yourself updated with the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity? And how would you encourage others to do the same?
okay, thank you very much. Basically join communities, have accountability partners, subscribe to important newsletters. That's basically how I have kept up with the trends so far. People underestimate the power of community a lot. So I currently have my own community, and in a very short period of time when I started the community and now, it has it has impacted so many people in the field. From internships to different opportunities. So imagine if you're into cybersecurity and you're just, how would I put it? Would I say you're just there? You don't have any accountability partner. You don't know any other person in the field. You're not on any community. You don't even have a social media platform. No doubt there are many people who are into cybersecurity who prefer to not be out there, to not be outspoken. But you notice one thing about them: they have other people who are in that field, who are in communities. They are in communities in themselves, and they get a lot of opportunities. So undoubtedly, not just cybersecurity, basically a lot of other aspects of life. Community is very important. So I would advise this to anybody who wants to keep up with the trends in cybersecurity. Join a community, stay active on social media, and
Okay, thank you. So, and these communities, we can easily find them maybe on social media spaces and all that. Is there a specific community you can recommend, or just the general ones that maybe go to social media type or cybersecurity and all that?
for cybersecurity, I would recommend Cloud Living Cyber Community. I would recommend Diary of Hackers community, and I think Dahel is looking towards getting their own community. So
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely,
exactly.
definitely.
So
And for
you
those,
would,
okay, sorry, continue.
yeah, so you would join Dahel when they open their community. But basically,
Yes.
I would recommend for communities, Cloud Living Cyber Community, Diary of Hackers Community. Um, for social media platforms, I think they are on social media. Cloud Living Cyber Academy. There is Diary of Hackers has a social media platform. There's Security Tribe. There's Hacker News. There's Cyber Safe Foundation. So when you follow, I think once you follow like two of these people on social media or their communities, you'll be open to see other related cybersecurity communities.
Okay, thank you so much. And for those who do not know, she mentioned Dahel Techies is the consulting and marketing firm. They are actually the hosts of today's program, and they are helping you understand how it is easy to transition into the tech space, and more specifically the cybersecurity space. Then we'll get to learn more about the health techies later, and so then we continue with why we came here. So the next thing we want to know is, can you share during the process of the cybersecurity and all that, you must have encountered some challenges. So I would like to know, can you share some of the cybersecurity challenges and problems you've encountered that you found fascinating, and how did you go about solving it? What did you do to resolve these challenges that you faced while in the process of cybersecurity? What challenges did you face?
Okay, thank you very much for that. One common challenge faced with people in the tech space, not just cybersecurity, is one major challenge is lack of lack of a laptop or a learning device. So when I graduated from the Cybergirls fellowship program, and here I was, I did not have a laptop. The one thing that the foundation did for us was providing laptops for us during our training. But after the training, what's next? I didn't have a laptop, so I was really confused. I was confused for a few months, and funny enough, fast forward to 2 months, roughly 2 months. That was when I got my first job in cybersecurity, and I did not know what to do. I did not have a laptop, but fortunately for me, I had a laptop. But at the end of the internship with them, I did not have access to a laptop anymore because the laptop I was using was someone else's own, and the person had to relocate. So it was like I was back to square one. So there was a lot. I had a lot on my mind. Imagine having skills but not able to, sharpen them, not able to learn more, not able to gain more opportunities because you don't have a learning device. So it was a burden for me at that time. but it took a lot of, self, I don't know, would I say self talking to myself constantly, trying to tell myself that I can think of a way out of it. So one thing I did while I did not have a laptop was I kept learning. One thing that they encourage people, one thing I've been encouraged to do in my cybersecurity journey is documentation. So I continued learning. I still had access to the internet. I still had my phone and all that. So I took resources and took courses, documented. It helped me think less about the fact that I did not have a laptop to practicalize what I knew.
Mm.
So exactly. So I did not let it stop me. And along the line, I had access to a laptop. So what I'm actually trying to say is, if for instance you have a challenge in tech or cybersecurity specifically, if you're faced with that challenge, there's still a lot of other areas you can venture into while you're waiting to proceed to the next thing, to that particular problem, if it cannot be solved immediately, if you don't have a solution to it. So besides learning, that was when I started, helping people, teaching people. So I basically just focused about cybersecurity awareness, the one that I was very skilled at. So at that time, I was really skilled at cybersecurity awareness and helping beginners at that time. So that was one thing I did. I opened different groups, held different sessions to teach them on cybersecurity awareness. And the things that I could not do at the time, and I knew that many of them could do, I also shared it with them. So if you're faced with a problem, you can always improvise.
Okay, okay. It boils down to determination. It boils down to determination. You're not all the first person to also make mention of maybe not having a laptop, and it's a challenge so many people in Nigeria have as well. Maybe they do not have a laptop, and for some of them, they'll decide, okay, since I do not have a laptop, let me just give up and wait till I get a laptop. But it's not always the right thing to do. You can look for every other means, just like you mentioned. You started with documentation, documenting the processes and the things you learned while in that process, even though you did not have a laptop at that time. So I believe we all can also learn one or two things from this. If you have the passion and you know you want to learn something, do not let maybe a laptop as a challenge stop you. You can also seek for so many other means to keep learning and keep improving, and then hoping that one day what you are looking for will come around. Okay, thank you so much for that. And next thing I want to know, what cybersecurity certifications have you earned, and which ones would you recommend to someone who is considering a career in cybersecurity? So, what certifications have you earned?
So thank you very much. I have earned cybersecurity analyst certification from Cybersecurity Foundation. I've earned the Cloud Security Analyst certification from Cybergirls Foundation. I've also earned the Introduction to Cybersecurity from Cisco, Network Security from Cisco, um, the Cloud Security Alliance Knowledge certification from CCSK, and a lot of others. So if you really want to do my certifications, you can just check my name on LinkedIn and then you see the others. But for what I would recommend for cybersecurity, if you're starting out, Cisco is a globally known um, organization. So getting certifications from them would keep you in a competitive edge. Then we'll move on to the popular. I'm very sure that people who are here and are people who are interested in cybersecurity, and some of you will have already started your research. So yes, if you started your research, you very much know that Security Plus, Network Plus, A Plus are certifications that are really sought out for in cybersecurity space. So if you already have knowledge on computer systems, operating systems, and all that, A Plus is not necessary. I always tell people this. But Security Plus and Network Plus would keep you at a higher competitive edge, in cybersecurity. So when you're just starting out, you want to look at A plus, you want to look at Security Plus and Network Plus.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. It's wonderful knowing that, yeah, as someone who wants to go into this space, you are not alone. you are not alone. There are so many people you can reach out to, and then make the transition into this field seamless for you. So thank you so much for that. And then I also want to find out, or we will also want to find out now, what strategies do you believe can ignite students' interest in cybersecurity, and how can we inspire the next generation to pursue this exciting field? Because I believe for you, this particular field is a very exciting one. So what can we do to ignite the interests of people who want to go into this field?
Okay, thank you very much. So, there was a time I was busy. I was busy studying, and I was like, okay. Basically, cybersecurity professionals are like the police of the internet. So we keep the internet safe. So that's something that's very interesting. And when I put it out, because I was filled with all those thoughts and all, and I put it out there, and I was like, "We're the police of the internet," something like that, very very short tweet. And I saw all these other people into cybersecurity talking about it. They were all just putting their own thoughts and saying a lot of things. So most times when I use that particular phrase, when I use that particular phrase, the audience I'm speaking to, because I've used it in other speaking events, and the audience I'm speaking to, I can see how they are wowed by it. Using that phrase alone, besides talking about all the other technical aspects of cybersecurity, people who would want to be like, police of the internet, if they did not know about cybersecurity before, they gain curiosity from it. So I found that telling people about those exciting parts of cybersecurity would ignite their passion for it, the way they want to learn cybersecurity. And then for the young people, recently I had the opportunity to speak to high school students on cybersecurity, and one from speaking to them, that was the first time I spoke to those that age range. What I noticed, because it was in two different sessions. So the first session, I spoke to them normally, and that's how I would speak in a normal speaking event on cybersecurity. But then I tried something else. I tried more on trying to relate myself. I tried to put myself in their shoes. I shared with them my experience in tech, how I had this, how I wanted to be something, how I wanted to be this before a doctor and all that. And then how I now started cybersecurity journey. Basically you would just how would I put it? When you tell people that you hold your phone and you don't know who, there's probably a back door on your phone, and then they're like, there's a back door, and you're like, yes, there's a back door. And sometimes you just need to tell them some specific areas of cybersecurity. Let them know that from making a call, that there's a call that you made that probably is very dangerous for you. You know, in a way, I did not want to say this before, because when you brought up the question, I was like, okay, this is probably something that can answer it properly. But in a way, it's like using social engineering tactics. And it's the same thing with marketing. You just have to persuade people with the right words, using the right words.
Okay. So please, is there a way to increase your volume a little? Because you're getting some complaints about the sound. Is there a way to increase the volume a little bit, please?
Okay. So I don't know if you can hear me better. Is it clearer?
I don't know. In the comment section, can you speak out a little? Just speak out. Let me see if there are still complaints there. Can you hear her? Hello, can you hear her?
Okay, you want them to write on the comments section, right?
Better.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
please write on the
just,
comment section if you can hear her. Is it better now?
Yeah, I think let her continue. So if it's yeah, I think yeah, okay, we got a response. It's better.
Okay, we got a response. Okay, thank you so much. Then we continue then. Okay, next, I would like to know, can you share any cyber security project or maybe endeavor you have that has left as a very impact that has left a lasting impact on you, as in, and how do you believe such experience can inspire others to join this field?
Okay, thank you very much for that. So during the Cybergirls Fellowship program, I'm going to mention it a lot because that was where I started my journey. We were exposed to a lot of areas in cybersecurity. There was penetration testing, there was threat modeling, there was cloud, and all that. So I always knew that I wanted to do cloud because I did my research before taking the leap of registering for the Cybergirls Fellowship program. And inside the program, so this is me who knew that I want to do cloud, I want to go into cloud security. Hey, it's me. And we did penetration
Ah,
testing. We used tryhacking at the time, and we worked a lot of rooms and all that. It was very interesting. I was fascinated. I was fascinated by all those things, but I was still hell bent on cloud security. Then we did threat intelligence. And inside threat intelligence, after learning all the theoretical parts and all
okay.
that, we had a threat modeling tutor. So we also had our hands on micro attack framework and all that. But what really caught my attention during the training was threat modeling with the Microsoft threat modeling tool. It was exciting, it was interesting. I loved every experience, everything I did there. There's this that stencil you can use. It basically, so what you do with it is you create a software. Let's say you want to create a smart home. So now you design that smart home with the threat modeling tool, and then once you design it, you pick out the perfect stencils and all that. So you have the design view, and then you have so with the analysis view, you can now see potential threats. So let's say Dahel is an organization that hired me to design a model of the smart home that they want. It's not like they've put it out there. They intend to create a smart home. And so I designed the model. My job is to tell them, okay, if I do this, if they do this, what potential vulnerabilities would that system have? So I designed the smart home, and then with the analysis view, I'm able to check out the possible vulnerabilities, possible threats, and then mitigate them. Generate a report, give it to Dahel, and say, okay, when you create your smart home, these are the potential threats, these are the vulnerabilities that your system has, and then this is how you can mitigate them. So that was very interesting to me because like I was designing a smart home, I was designing automobiles, and I was like, this is awesome. So imagine if you want to just show a connection between a human being and the internet. So it was all there. It had these flows and all that. Very interesting. So if I wanted to tell someone about cybersecurity, I would share my knowledge because I know that I will share my knowledge on that because I know that the excitement that I will now transfer, they
Yes,
would
yes,
want
yes,
to learn.
yes.
Yes, and I held a very intensive course once in cybersecurity, and that was one of the things my students liked most, threat modeling. So yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much for that experience. Okay, for sharing your experience. Yes, we continue. And do we have any questions so far? We can take some questions from those in the comment section and then we continue. Now, someone is asking, Paul Elowa. He's asking, what are the opportunities in cybersecurity?
Okay,
Did you
thank you
get the
very much for that.
question?
Yes, I
Okay,
got it.
okay.
So there are various opportunities in cybersecurity. So when
Okay.
you're done with learning the fundamentals, you would now have to put your hands in all those opportunities. People would say, know what you want to do. If you want to be a penetration tester, you be a penetration tester. But one thing that I've learned in my journey so far is that don't be afraid to test all those opportunities. So we have penetration testing. Penetration testing is just a branch of ethical hacking. So ethical hacking is like ethical hacking. Then there is bug bounty hunting. There's penetration testing. Then we have cloud security. Then we have threat intelligence. And inside threat intelligence, there's threat modeling. Um, we also have GRC analysis. There is also vulnerability management. There is endpoint
Okay.
security, incident response, SOC analysis. There are a lot of opportunities.
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, we have that. And then now we understand what cybersecurity is,
Sorry,
protecting your
please,
digital
can you ask me
information.
if I've answered this question?
Okay, Paul Elowa, please in the comment section, please tell us if this question has been answered. When you get this, please put it down in the comment section if you've been clarified on whatever question it is you had in your mind. Please put it down in the comment section. If this question has been answered, do let us know. Then we will get back to you on that. Okay. And then we understand what cybersecurity is, and you've made mention of ethical hacking, and we know what all that is involved. So now, how do you instill the values of ethics? Because we know it's important in cybersecurity space. So how do you instill this ethics and responsible conduct in cybersecurity into your teaching, and how can this approach shape the future of this profession?
Okay, so in the cyber kill chain, I don't know how many people have heard of it, but human beings are the weakest link. And
Hmm.
when you think about it, there is just very little that we have to do on our part. That's why we are not talking about cybersecurity professionals. We're talking about us, the end users. So, one thing you can do to instill the ethics is basically just gaining cybersecurity awareness. Next month is October, and I don't know how many people know, but it's National Cybersecurity Awareness Month every year, October 1st to 31st. So it's an opportunity for everybody, and it's focused mostly on people who are not cybersecurity professionals to gain more insight on how to stay safe from cybersecurity threats and from criminals. So I don't know. I would not talk a lot. I would just recommend that you go out, look for those communities, and you see that a lot of them are doing stuff for next month, and then gain cybersecurity awareness. Another thing you can do is not to randomly click on links. That is one very safe tip. You can start from there. Don't randomly click on links. Do not share your information out to people. When someone calls you and says that are you trying to open your bank or something? There's a code that you have to send to us. All those weird things. No, your bank would not ask you for your information. So instilling this
Yes, yes, definitely.
can save you from a lot of stress because there are circumstances where in an organizational setting somebody would an organizational settings you would basically just click a link and you think nothing happened. But imagine if your organization is using a certain type of network where your laptop is connected to the next person's laptop, and then if malware enters or a worm, let's use a worm because it replicates easily. So a worm gets into the system and then starts creating havoc in the scenes. You've gone to your house, you're thinking nothing happened, but then the next day something weird happens. And when they trace it to you, they'll say, okay, there's a link that you clicked. So don't randomly click links. If you really, really want to know how to stay safe, join communities, go out there, join communities, or just join any cybersecurity awareness month thing that they're doing for next month.
Okay, Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that awareness. What I want to ask you, was the transition easy? As in, was the transition into cybersecurity easy? Do you think, to you personally, I do not know, maybe for any other person, it may seem a little difficult, but for you, was it an easy process?
Okay. Starting out, it was easy because when I wanted to learn, I saw the opportunity and I took it. It was easy to start. It was easy to start. But when it was time to niche down, that was when it was tasking because I had all the fundamentals laid out to me during my training. I did not have to look for where to learn, unlike some other people who find it very difficult. But niching down was difficult for me. Yeah. So that is the area that was difficult for me. I don't know if I answered your question, but there's something else I asked.
Yes, yes, yes. Now, I want to know if someone wants to start cybersecurity now, what is the roadmap for it? What do you think that person needs to do maybe first, and then get to this point, and then get to this point, and then get to this point? You understand? What is the process to it? If someone wants to go into this space now, what do you think this person needs to learn?
Okay, so first off is to take introduction to cybersecurity courses. And those courses will typically cover cybersecurity awareness, essentials, and all those things about cybersecurity fundamentals. Now, Cisco Introduction to Cybersecurity covers it. Security Plus covers it. So that is why a lot of organizations request for Security Plus because it is proof that you've laid that solid foundation for yourself in cybersecurity. Yes. So afterwards, you want to learn networking, learn about networking, gain
Okay.
um you have to learn about networks because any people feel that what am I learning about networks for? I'm not going to do network security. But
Mm,
without understanding, it's the same thing with cybersecurity. You cannot protect what you don't understand. So you're now saying that okay, you want to protect the network. So how do you want to protect the network without knowing about networks here? So that is why Network Plus is essential. So if you want to learn about networks, you use Network Plus, Computer Network Plus.
mm,
Then afterwards, you want to learn a coding skill. Yes. So there's something I saw. Yes, was it yesterday or early this morning? And it was cybersecurity and community. And someone asked, what programming language would you recommend for someone to learn in cybersecurity? What do you like? Since I entered cybersecurity in 2008, I've not used coding skills, but I learned it. And I was like, okay, because honestly speaking, I've not used it too. But areas feels like penetration testing and some areas of cloud security would require that you have knowledge on Python or Bash scripting. So when you want to learn programming language, you want to learn either Python or Bash. People still recommend JavaScript or C++, but Python is very essential. Then after programming languages, you do gain knowledge on operating systems, Windows, Linux, and Mac, all those other operating systems. But one major one that is used is Linux operating system. So you want to learn, gain knowledge on that too. So after, okay, okay. So after that, that is where now you have to test all the waters, put your hands in various cybersecurity parts. So one thing I used to tell people to do is so that it doesn't get too tasking for you when it's now time for you to put all your hands in all those various aspects. You make your research, do brief research on cybersecurity opportunities, the different career paths in cybersecurity. Now you write down the top five that pique your interest. Now, when you write down the
okay.
top five, let's say you have interest in penetration testing, vulnerability management, endpoint security, network security, and GRC analysis. So let's use those five. So now what you want to do is get introductory courses in each of those different parts. Now, when you get introductory courses on those parts, many cybersecurity fields have free introductory courses on YouTube. You can just click them there. So once you take these introductory courses, you would now know which among the five you're now more interested in. So let's say you now have more interest in just four of them, or let's say you still have interest in five of them. You now start taking deep courses. You now advance. So now the one that you are most passionate about is what I advise you to now niche down to. You now take don't be afraid to take hands on each of any of those courses. So that is my advice. So once you're done, you now finally find that one that you're very good at. You you can now specialize. But most times, one thing that people find themselves, one situations that they find themselves in is that they get cybersecurity roles in position. They get roles in things that they are not interested in. So let's say you're interested in cloud security, but the opportunity that has come your way is vulnerability management. Please do
Hmm.
not be afraid to take it. Exactly. Do not be afraid to take it, because when you take that opportunity, you you know that it's cloud security you want to do, but then taking the opportunity gives you more opportunity to gain experience in the field. So
Yes, yes.
it will not be difficult. Yeah, exactly. So it will not be difficult for you to later find an opportunity in cloud, because companies would now trust that since you've had working experience in this other aspect of cybersecurity, they can trust you to just be easy for you. So please not turn down opportunities when they come.
Okay, okay. I got that perfectly. Thank you so much for breaking it down into different steps and different aspects to make it easy for someone who wants to go into this field to transition easily. So, I have a question here from Udom Abasi Wealthy. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And he's asking now, with cybersecurity, does it require you having security knowledge? Or is it just a tech field? Did you get the question? Does it require you having security knowledge?
Yes, I
Or
got it.
is it just a tech field?
Okay. So I feel that the security knowledge she's asking about is um, physical security. Okay, so no, you don't need it. It's just technical. You don't need to know how to use a gun or anything. So strictly just technical.
Okay, Udom Abasi, I hope your question has been answered. And I remember you said earlier that you do not need coding skills, right?
Some cybersecurity parts do not need coding skills. Like GRC
Okay.
analysis would not, it's not even GRC analysis is not it's a non-technical aspect of cybersecurity. So no. But
Oh,
technical areas like penetration testing, cloud security would require coding skills.
okay, okay. Whenever we talk about tech skills, a lot of people, the coding aspect of it, they're always scared. Oh my God, I can't do coding. I can't write codes and all that. So it's a good thing you clarified it this time. Okay, now I want to know now, what teaching tools, resources, and technologies do you find most effective in making cybersecurity education engaging and accessible to all?
Okay. Teaching tools. So I think I mentioned community. You know, when I said people underestimate the power of community, community does not just aid networking, it aids career development. So when you're in a
Hmm.
community, you see a lot of resources. They will bombard you with resources. You can even find mentors from communities. You can find tutors who would now recommend easier learning tools for you. Then there is also YouTube. YouTube has helped me in a lot of clarifications and all that. And then there's Cisco. Currently, Cisco is offering a lot of free cybersecurity courses. There
Sorry,
is
Cisco, can you spell
a
that, please? Cisco.
Cisco, CISCO,
Okay,
CISCO.
CIS.
So
Okay.
yes, Cisco Networking Academy, and Cisco Skills for All. I Yes, Cisco Skills for All is like a you know how Meta has Facebook and all those other things. So Cisco Skills for All is just a part of Cisco, and they currently have a free junior cybersecurity analyst course. So inside that course, there are now other sub courses that you can take. So literally, when you finish that course, you're supposed to be skilled enough to say I'm a cybersecurity analyst. They take you from introduction to cybersecurity, endpoint security, um,
Mm.
vulnerability management, network security, and all that. Then there is also try hack me. Try hack me is a it helped me a lot. You know, when I was getting my hands on Linux and penetration testing, TryHackMe was like a very helpful platform for me. There is also Hack the Box. Most people say Hack the Box is difficult, it's more complex than TryHackMe. So for beginners, I would recommend TryHackMe. But for really for people who are very curious and many penetration testers just love Hack the Box because of how tasking it can be. So if you're that kind of person who loves challenges, you can take a leap of faith and try out Hack the Box. Then there's also Blue Team Labs. Yes. So besides these areas being areas where you can learn, they also offer certifications and badges, which is something that is very um, helpful in cybersecurity space. When you have those certifications and those badges, they know that okay, you have hands-on experience. So learning with these platforms is very useful. It's not just a waste of time. So Blue Team Labs, it's great for red teamers. It's great for blue teamers. You can learn from there too. Any other platform? I think that's
Okay.
all for beginners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Some of the people in the comment section, they say they would like to connect with you. So the how can they connect with you? Maybe social media or any means. Maybe you can tell them your Instagram name or maybe your LinkedIn or whatever means. How do you think they can connect with you?
So if you
The
want to connect with me, you can follow me on LinkedIn with my name that's displayed here. When you just search my
okay,
name, the name that's displayed here, you can find me on LinkedIn. Then I'm on Twitter as Cloud
okay, very
Maven.
good.
Yeah, I'm
As
on
what?
Twitter as Cloud
Cloud Maven.
on Maven. Yes.
Okay, okay. So we've heard that for those of us who are looking to connect with her for future purposes, please reach out to her via LinkedIn or Twitter at cloud underscore Maven, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Then also, I would like to know now. You said you are a teacher. That means you teach students. Sometimes for some people, it will seem a little bit more difficult. For others, for some others, it's once you say something, it's always easy for them to grab. Now, for the other persons, it's difficult. So now, how do you approach answering students' questions and addressing their concerns, especially when explaining complex technical topics? And how can this approach encourage their enthusiasm for cybersecurity?
Okay, thank you very much for that. So, when I finished Cybergirls training program, it was difficult to keep up with those of us who have graduated because they had the next badge to focus on. So some of us had to go at it on our own. So that kind of thing where you've had a lot of experience, you face that, you've been in that moment where you don't understand, and it's like you should just stop doing this thing because like so that your head don't happen to your head. You have to just calm down, or sometimes you just have to sleep. You know. So when my students come to me and there's a student who is trying to like I remember when recently one of them was like please the time that you set out for introduction to cybersecurity is too long. i've already finished the I've already finished the videos and I think I can go ahead to the next place. Please can you send me the next resources? And I'm like, okay, I understand that you've been able to understand. And before I got on the call, there was a student who got to me and said he did not understand something. So I was like, okay, after the call, I would explain to you. So I had to make him understand that some people have a slower learning pace, and putting it out here, saying that the time length for introduction to cybersecurity is too long. It sounds as it's now going to make other people who are not able to catch up feel bad because they're not getting it. So I said that I have been in situations where I don't understand, and I'm sure you've been in that kind of situation before. So please, you have to take things slow for people. So I know why I set out this particular time, so that even if you guys are finished, I would have that opportunity and that time to answer everybody personally. So that's one thing I do. When a student is challenged, faces a challenge while learning, I create a one-on-one session with them and I take them through that process. Show them anything that I have to show them. If it's a practical session, I do it over and over again as many times as I can for them to understand. And so far, I don't think I've had a situation where I answer them one on one, taking them through the practicals one on one, and then they've understood. So I feel that that is a way for them to stay encouraged when their teachers or their mentors hold them by the hand and let them understand that this tech journey is not easy, but you can actually get there.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. We have learned a lot, and I'm grateful for this. Anyone who is interested in cybersecurity must have gathered a lot of knowledge and from the wealth of experience that you've shared so far. Okay, so let me go through the comment section. Let me see if there are any questions. Okay, okay. I don't think there are new questions there for now. Okay. There is no new question. And okay, I want to know, well, we would like to know, what are some of the new trends in cybersecurity space? Is there any new trend or challenge in cybersecurity that you think, if someone wants to go into this, person should go into this particular aspect? Is there just something new that you think is challenging and exciting, that you think, if you want to go into this cybersecurity, okay, try this one. I think it's a great aspect of a cybersecurity. So, what do you think?
Okay, so one way people keep up with the trends is checking out opportunities or jobs that are more in demand. So one recent finding is that I don't know how many people are keeping up with that, but Security Plus is is usually renewed every 3 years. So and then they cover certain aspects. So they cover aspects that are trending in the cybersecurity space. So the current security the next Security Plus syllabus is said to be centered around vulnerability assessment, incident response, and a few others. So, if my advice to somebody who is starting out is that you can look into vulnerability management, you can look into incident response, SOC analysis, and what's the other one? Yeah, just skips my memory. But yeah, and cloud security is also something that's trending. Ethical hacking, penetration testing is there. It's not like it's trending, but I don't think it's going out of style anytime soon. Yeah. So those are just
Okay, please. When speaking, please best come a little bit closer to the camera, because me, when you move a little, I think the voice breaks a little, so it gets the volume of your voice reduces a little. So please come closer to the to the phone so that they can hear you. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Now, I don't know, someone who has been in the cybersecurity space. Now, what are the different roles in cybersecurity?
okay. So I think roles is almost same thing as opportunities, but we have different roles in cybersecurity would include cybersecurity analysts. We even have cybersecurity technical writers. We also have GRC analysts. We have bug bounty hunters. We have penetration testers. We have GRC and I think I've mentioned that before. Sorry, vulnerability um assessor. incident responder, SOC analyst. There are many roles in cybersecurity, but I think the starter role in cybersecurity is junior cybersecurity analyst. There's also the senior cybersecurity analyst.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for that. I don't know. If you have any questions, please ask your questions. I think this is the best moment for that. If you have any questions, if you have any clarifications, if you have anything at all, you just ask in the comment section, please. If you have any questions, please ask now. If you have any questions, please ask. This is the perfect moment for it. Okay. While we wait for them, on my end, I do not think there is more to say. No other questions coming from them. So I would like to thank you so much and for the response you have given so far. It's been eye-opening. I've learned a lot personally. And for any other person who wants to go into the cybersecurity space, I believe this has been eye-opening for you. And so, do you have any final words to say? Any words of encouragement? Anything to tell the listeners, the viewers? If you think it's challenging, anything at all, you have to tell them to encourage them, to tell them that they can do it. You did it. So many other persons are doing it. They can do it as well. This is the perfect time for that.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So my final words and something that really kept me going is that most times things that you see online are not actually what they are. And sometimes if you see, because platforms like social media platforms and seeing other people's achievements can really um, get you to question your own progress, especially when you're faced with a current situation personally in your life. But then the final words I would say is that don't let those kind of thoughts, the negative thoughts that you're not doing well enough, that imposter syndrome gets you. Yes, because there are times where your progress can be as little as this. There are times where it can be very massive, but all progress is progress. Do not discourage
Yes.
yourself, and just know that even if it even if the water goes in like tiny bits, one eventually it's going to be full. That glass is going to be full, and then at the end of the day, just know that there's a software engineer that was like he's so happy he did not give up because the reward at the end is very rewarding. So just keep going and you eventually get there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. It can be some. So sometimes you can wake up motivated. The other time you can wake up. I don't even know what I'm doing. So the most important thing is keep pushing, never be discouraged. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and in no time you reap the fruits of your hard work. So I thank you so much. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate you for sharing, bringing out time. It's a privilege, very privilege, bringing out the limited time you have to come and share this experience with us. I want to sincerely appreciate you for this opportunity. I do not know if there are other questions or maybe comments from Mr. Toby. He's no longer here with us.
I'm here with you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't see your face, so I thought maybe you were locked out or something. Please,
I'm
do you have
hiding.
any? Oh, okay. Please do not hide from our experts, okay? Let's say, do
Right.
you have
Yeah. Thank
any?
you. Well, nothing much actually. I'm just gonna say thank you to None. I was actually going to ask her how she was able to, stay committed, right? Because actually, I've tried taking a course in cybersecurity before, so
Wow.
it's yeah. So it's really amazing how you've been able to, combined cybersecurity, cloud computing. It's really
Mm,
amazing, and
mm,
we look forward to having you again, and yeah,
yes.
collaborating also in future. Thank you
Yes.
so much for your
So
time.
we have a question here from Mr.
Awesome.
Chus Ogu. So he asked, now how long on average will it take a beginner to bag a job role in the field as maybe a junior cybersecurity analyst? So how long does it take a beginner to bag a job role?
So I cannot really place I cannot place a time. I cannot place the number of months exactly because, like I said, there are certifications that give you a competitive edge. So let's say you've been learning
Okay.
cybersecurity for 1 month and you've gotten your security plus and your network plus and certifications from Cisco. A lot of and you're able to ace the interview. There's no how you will not get the job. And then there is me who doesn't have security plus or network plus or any certification from Cisco, but I have the skills. It's very possible that I would not get it. Let's say I have 1 year experience and then you would not, I don't know who would put 1 month experience. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. But then you see an average of 6 months experience. And you just had 1 month experience, but you have security plus, you have network plus, you have Cisco certifications. And I don't have any of those. You stand a higher chance of getting that job than I do. So this is me just telling you guys the truth. Those certifications like that give you a very high competitive edge because you will see them in job requirements, security plus, network plus, Cisco certifications or some certifications. So if you have them, definitely you get it.
Wow, wow. So, people always say that in the tech space, certifications do not matter. That is boils down to what you can do and what you cannot do. And then you are just completely changing the narrative or what I've
The
always
thing
known or what I'm used to hearing.
is, exactly. There's this argument is everywhere. It is everywhere, and I found myself in it too. And the downline of it is certifications will get you the job, but the skills is what will keep you there.
Keep
So
it
if
up, yeah.
you've
Yes, yes,
gained that
yes.
experience, if you gain that experience for just 1 month, you have those certifications, and then they eventually employ you, and you cannot do the job. They'll definitely lay you off. But imagine you
Exactly.
get those certifications and you now start the
Mm.
job and you're able to do it. Won't you be going? You will get the job and be doing it. So certifications
Yes,
get you
yes, yeah.
the job. They definitely get you the job. There are many people who have gotten jobs without certifications, but it is a
Mm.
lot easier with certifications.
Okay. 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 Yeah. I understand that better. So you have to combine the certification with the skill because they go hand in hand. Make sure you have the
Exactly.
skill and also get the certification. And also, the Dahel Techies is also how to provide these certifications for you on a platter of gold. So, for some of us who do not know, or maybe for some of us hearing Dahel Tech is for the very first time, we've talked about cybersecurity, but Dahel Tech is, like I said, a consultancy and a tech organization. They deal on everything tech. So if you want to learn tech skills firsthand, now these teachers are people who have industry experience on their different tech roles, whether it's data analysis, whether it's cyber security, like we're handling now, whether it's UI, UX, or product design. Yes, the health techies, they handle all. So just reach out to us through the social media channels we have. We have our social media channels, the health techies and consultants on Facebook, the health techies and consultants on LinkedIn, and reach out to us. Or I don't know, is there maybe a number we can call to make it easier for people? So just let's write out the number so they can maybe contact the number
Yeah.
on WhatsApp.
Second.
Yes,
Yes,
I think
I'll put that up shortly.
it will be much easier that way. Just if you can
Yeah.
write out the number so they can easily just send messages to the to whoever it is that handle this, so They can say, I want to ask questions about any tech field they want to know more about, whether data analysis, cyber security. We've heard from the experts, and these are people who have industry experience. They are teaching you what they encounter on day-to-day basis in the field. This is not about someone who learns from YouTube, or who just someone who just started a cyber security space or any other tech field. These are people who are working in this field, and they are teaching you what they do on a daily basis. So you are guaranteed to have the best hands handling whatever course it is you're choosing with the Dahel Techies. That is 100% guarantee. So please, if there is any number to call, oh, thank you so much. Let the numbers go through again, so I can call it out myself. I think okay, you can call this number or send a WhatsApp message. I think it's better to send a WhatsApp message if you can. So on 08149401797. So reach out to this number. Every single question you have will be answered. Every single question will be answered by her. So please reach out to her. Any tech skill that is available, she will walk you through them: data analysis, cyber security, product design, and all whatnot. So please reach out to her. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate you, our expert, our speaker. You've opened our eyes to so many things we did not know about cyber security, and I believe with what you've taught us today, those of us who want to go into cyber security space will understand that the you can never tell. You can never tell. You will. It will be easier for you to go into this particular field, and through the health techies. And not just that, you get a certification for whatever course you're learning. So just like she said, that these certifications are also important, and not just giving you certificates without you knowing anything. They will drill you. They will drill. They will take you by the hand and drill you. So you are coming out better than you joined. So thank you so much, Mr. Toby. Do you still have anything to say?
Well, that would be all actually. I mean, thank you so much for joining everybody, and thank
Okay.
you for being here, Onone, and thank you, our moderator, if I appreciate
Yes.
you
Thank you
guys
so
so
much.
much. Yeah.
And remember, you can follow our experts on her social media platforms, LinkedIn. Just use the name written on the screen here. Just follow her on all our social media platforms. You reach out to her, ask her any questions in case you have any. I think that will be also. Thank you so much for making this a wonderful experience for us. I sincerely appreciate you. Okay. And thank you to every single person that participated, every single one of you. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. You made this program a success. And all I can do is thank you for what you've done. And our speaker, I sincerely appreciate you for taking out your time to do this with us. Thank you so much. We love you. Okay.
All right, guys. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye bye.